Alright, hello everyone. How's it going, Chonk? Glad you could join us. Also from our offline feed, yesterday, user 1313806. Don't know if there's a story behind that number, or if it's a random number, or what happened there, but glad to have you in here. Give me just a second, finishing up the last little bit of my pre-stream stuff. I've had a little bit extra today, so just need to send one more message real quick and we should be good. Awesome. And let's get into it. Get Minecraft up here. So we're working tonight. Yeah. The ad break was it's not supposed to run at the beginning. It's only supposed to run like once we're into the stream. I need to do some troubleshooting on that, and we'll figure that out. I'm not sure what exactly is going on, but we'll try and get there. Go ahead and turn that on. So I did some work the other day. Let me get some of these. It's everything in my hotbar. These I don't have. Got this one. I have this. I have this. Well, this is just from the frame. Don't need deep slate. Regular deep slate. Cool. We're good there. Awesome. So I started working on this. I'm not 100%. And if you just said, I don't know why you're getting ads. I didn't hear you. Can you hear me right now, Chunk? I know there was an ad break at the beginning. There's not supposed to be. I've got to look into that. The ad breaks aren't supposed to start until the 1 hour minute, or the 1 hour point. I've got to figure that out. I feel like it's been a little bit kind of iffy. because yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, we'll try and figure out what's going on with that. So, talking to P-Sonic, um, I designed this. Hey, Kit, how's it going? I might move to survival at some point, but for the moment, I am focusing on the creative build. Eventually, this will be a big streaming project with everyone on the CasualCraft server as a celebration of our 3-year anniversary, which is coming up in about a month and a half or something. It might be just pre-roll ads, yeah, absolutely. Um, but it told me like it ran a scheduled ad break right as I started the stream, so it shouldn't be a. Um, yeah, so this is gonna be we're gonna have a big streaming project with a bunch of other streamers on the CasualCraft server. So once um, we need to kind of get it designed in time for that, and then once we're at that point, hey Fiery, then we'll all build it together in game and survival. Sorry, I kind of lost my train of thought there talking chat. But yeah, so we were working on designing kind of this front end here, and I'm satisfied kind of with the design of this pillar and the kind of arch here. You might get some point of lighting up there on the roof in survival. Yeah, we'll worry about spawn proofing. This is all probably going to be maybe carpeted. I don't know. We'll have to figure something out. Because we also don't want it covered in snow. Although maybe we do. Maybe we cover it in snow and that's our spawn proofing. I don't know. But you need like 3 layers or something, so it's a bit much. But yeah, so here we need to work on the back wall, which is all of this green wool, and the entrance, which is this cyan wool, and then we're also gonna kind of adjust these towers because these are supposed to be a little more like foundational. My immediate thought is just to do the polished deep slate, but I want to trying to think of what else we could try. I wonder, ooh, that could be really good. Yeah, so we're gonna do polished deep slate all the way up, but we're gonna try some things as well as that. Like try some designs on it. Whoop. Should probably include these in the world edit delete. I start with just some super simple world edit commands, get all of this filled in. Whoops. Said the wrong. There we go. Now we should be better. Much better. Position 2 needs to be up here. So we've got this very foundational kind of thing. And we could just do windows like this going up, but I just had a different idea that I want to try. I'm gonna copy paste it from over here. Well, let's not copy paste it yet. Let's just get this. Cool. So I'm gonna see if I can even find a PNG. We have a CasualCraft logo, and it's kind of just like an orange square with like a blue triangle in the corner. I don't actually know where I could find a PNG. Let me ask in the server real quick and see if someone can come up with one. But the point of this museum is to have like server events, you know, some significant buildings, mementos, kind of like significant things from the server. This is gonna house that kind of thing. And so It is the Discord PNG, but I can't pull that. I can't access that. We're gonna go with concrete here. Try regular concrete and blue concrete, or cyan concrete and blue concrete. We just need a how wide is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're gonna start with 7 blocks square and see how that looks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Awesome. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's square? Yeah, that's square. Ah. That honestly doesn't look terrible. I mean, looking at the Discord. I did that inverted. That's my issue here. That, honestly, I kind of like that. Not as much. It's kind of a lot of orange. So I think this is the closest we're going to get to the server logo with a 7x7. What if we scaled it down a little bit and did a 5x5? Still not entirely loving that. Let me see if there's some, like, maybe some subtler... I kind of doubt it, and I want it bigger than a banner. Like, a banner I think would be too small. If we were going with something like a banner, we have maps. We have custom maps on the server that people have made of the server icon. So, I mean, that would work. It's just not really what I want. I want something a little bit bigger. I wonder if this might be kind of subtle enough to... Banners could work, but also the issue with banners is like they don't render from a distance, and so you'd only be able to, oh my goodness, this is the issue with concrete powder. But you wouldn't be able to like see the banners from far away. I do like that better. I almost wonder though, like that's a good color, but I wonder how red sand would look. Because it is just a little bit oranger. I think I might like that. I do kind of like that. But I feel like it might contrast with the deep slate a little bit, but we're going to just see. So let's find the center of right here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6. Let's leave me, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 block gap. Oh, perfect. I'm just going to really quickly... What isn't lag? If you're talking about, like, the game freezing, it's just, it's just that I alt-tabbed out. So I put the PNG up there in the top right corner. So you can kind of see what I'm working for. What do we think of? I need more space to step back and view this. We're gonna do this real quick. Which I'm gonna have to redo all of my stone walls, but it's alright. There we go. Let's do that again. Do it again. I think I got rid of all the gravel. I'm just gonna put like on the roof, make all of that stone so we don't have stuff spilling in. Sweet. A little bit more space to just step back and look now. So this is definitely a little flat. What if we maybe moved... what if we put a brace, run it like this, right here. Let's make sure that's an odd number of blocks, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 blocks. So we can move. Can we move? No, we can't move this one up. So that would. And that should be roughly the center of 3 blocks and 3 blocks. So we can put our CasualCraft logo there and then windows up at the top. That might not look bad. So let's add the windows up here at top. Chunk, I'm still just curious what you're talking about. What are you talking about so it isn't lag? I think I was doing andesite. Goes on this one. Do 5-block wide windows, I think, or maybe I think we either do 2 short 5-block wide windows. Oh no, no, it was just me clicking off. Let's do that. I need stairs. that would not give me space for another one of those. But honestly, that one would be shortened by a block anyway. Oops. And coming to do another one of these, do we really need another brace like this? Go 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks down maybe. And move this one up to 4 blocks above that brace. Well, no, let's do 3 blocks. Oh. Yeah, there'll be some kind of like roof or something at the very top to kind of cap it off. That looks pretty good. It's still... Maybe it'll help once I get the glass in. Oh. That was weird, but okay. You mean like have this wall set in 2 blocks? We tried that kinda sorta over here, and I wasn't really loving it. What if we did some strip spruce up the corners of this kind of center block, though? That might help break up some of the flatness. Or what if we just started here? Or would that look weird? No, that would look weird. You mean like next to the walls? We could try that. Do you think having the glass, like... here... That's not horrible, but I don't see quite enough. I do like the stripped... What do you mean? The wall set back with glass in front. Oh, you mean like move the entire wall back a block and then have like glass in front of the wall? It's like have the wall like set like back here. And then glass? I'm not entirely sure I know what you're talking about. Would I try it on the right with the glass? What do you mean? No, I don't want the wall like pushed back that far because we want these to be like structural, right? And like this just feels a little kind of weak and flimsy, I think. I do think that the tops of these are a little flat. Maybe if we added that. Maybe a little capstone there? No, definitely not the... But that's not bad. It's not great with my texture pack. Let me just... This is a mess. Clean that folder up. Oh. It turns out my my andesite pack does not whoop, that's the back of my head, does not extend to half blocks. Good to know. It is good to know that these have a border, like, when they're alone. Whoops. That one. Well, the windows with blocks set back to, like I said at first, with the glass where it is. So, like, setting the window blocks back into the wall? Oh, you're saying make a wall behind the glass. Well, there'll be rooms behind the glass. Like, it's not just gonna be this, like, this back wall behind the glass. We'll put something back there, rooms or something. Why is this that again? I undid it too many times? There we go. You know, that'll definitely be a lot more interesting. I don't love how flat the top is. So our reference images are for the Library of Congress. So I'm trying to see... Interesting. There's kind of some arch shapes, that kind of thing, but not much of anything that we could do very easily in Minecraft. Do do do. I think it would be weird to do like this, like a kind of cone thing. It almost certainly would not be strip spruce logs, but this is what I'm kind of basing it on. Well, let's just go ahead and use something else so it's not directional reliant. Like, I feel like we need some kind of dome or something. That is an excellent point. I will try and incorporate... Like that, no, absolutely not. But just had the idea, what if... Mini HUD, shapes, circle, add the shape, configure... Well, let's turn it on so we can just step back and look at it. Obviously way too big. We're gonna have to change that first. Let's axis north, south, west. Increase the radius. But if we made this an arch of sorts... Not loving that. Let's try moving this up a block and decreasing the radius. No, that's literally the same thing. I'm gonna just leave these for now. It's not a bad idea. I still just don't like this shape, but I'm not really sure what shape we're gonna put on there. Like, even if we were to put, like, panes in the... like, glass panes or something in the middle, I just don't love the shape. Like, look at that, like, the top of that tower, I just don't like that very much. So we'll leave the kind of top of the tower for later. First, let's just do something with these. I'm thinking put another one just midway here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Perfect. It's at Y level minus 19. Let's go around this side. Minus 19. That's minus 18, minus 19. More up-down room? Like, you mean more space vertically? Because, I mean, we've got plenty of space up this way. I mean, we're literally underground. I can just world edit, you know, I can just world edit, more space up there. I'm not too worried about it. Well, not here. Down to here. Over on this side, and this way. There's a significantly larger amount of that than that should be. That is dark oak wood, but we will deal with that later. I was not the one that did that. It's alright. That's more of just a, like, Lightmatica thing that it's gonna be weird when we try and make a schematic out of this. This is a server, a creative server. So let's get this corner right here. All the way up. No. To this corner. No. To this corner. 9. No, this. I'm not worried about, like, that part. I'm more worried about just the orange. If I were to do the blue border on the logo, it would have to be much, like, significantly larger. I'm just gonna... Ooh, lost my train of thought there. Let's go over this way. And paste it. I think that looks decently good. Let's figure out this cyan wool part now. I almost feel like these pillars could each go apart, like further apart one more block. I don't think we can go any closer on that side, so we do like two smaller, I think we do two smaller arches here and one wider arch here. That sounds good to me. Whoops. Oh shoot. No. Have a good one, Fiery. Have a good night. This up real quick. That should be good. Sweet, so then we can do like a couple like taller. If we move this entire thing. I feel like this entire thing maybe needs to be here. That cyan bowl. Curved the entire thing. Alright, yeah, looks like we'll do like a very slight arch, like that'll probably be stairs, like almost certainly, and then we'll have slabs. I know not at all the right materials at all, but you know, it's what I've got. Even that, something like that. And then we'll have this curve like that. Yeah. But this one is going to need to be like up here at the top, and then I think these are going to be like down a little bit lower. Yeah, I think that'll work nicely. And we just got to figure out what our materials are going to be, and then we should be good. I think kind of like the proportions here are good. Shoot, that wasn't what I wanted, but here we go. I wonder how. Get the inside one to be there. Not a problem I anticipated with my whole copy pasting thing, but alright. Did not realize that the pillars were going to stick out the top. Yeah, so what if we just add our one block to be there, and we get 2 block centers on these pillars, but I don't think it's the end of the world. I actually kind of like it. Yeah, I think that looks decent. And these will be like some kind of something all the way up this way. With like designs of some kind. Yeah, that's looking nice. Now that we've kind of got that filled in. Do we even have... I think we definitely have the arches. I think that looks good. With the arches set a block back further than the... On this inside, we'll move that back a block. And make that a little more, like, connected to the structure behind it, because it's definitely not at the moment. Conveying a lot of like connection there, you know. I think this looks good. So we just got to figure out what block this is going to be. So I'm just gonna. I like to take a minute when I'm doing this. I will just scroll through the search list here. What if... Maybe not in Warp Typey, but I just like it because I think kind of the stripes on it would pop, or maybe we could even do crimson hyphy. What if we did like a big, like... Or what if instead of split up like that, we do, It doesn't really work. Well, it won't be blue. I'm just trying to find a way to... Interlocked Seas doesn't really work either. That's a interesting design, though. I mean... What if we did interlocked seas with different colors? Yeah, well, I'm liking that less now, actually. I'm gonna move on from this and just figure out what kind of color template we're looking for our back wall. We could do something light, like smooth stone or polished andesite. We could go darker with deep slate bricks or polished deep slate. We've got a lot of polished deep slate here on the roof and on the side pillars, so I don't love the idea of polished deep slate, but we'll keep it as an option. Nether bricks is an option. Black stone is absolutely an option. Um, so maybe I think Endstone or Purple are gonna be like Purple's gonna be weird and Endstone's gonna be too light. I don't want to use too much quartz. I'm thinking I might use that. I don't know. Some copper or something could be good. I don't want to use wool. It's going to be a little too flat. We could maybe do something with some terracotta. Let's try some cyan terracotta. Great. That's concrete. Do we not have gray terracotta? There it is. Do. Maybe something with calcite could look good. Actually, calcite might look good on our pillars instead of quartz pillars. If we did something a little bit lighter, a little bit brighter, frog lights could be good. Oh, there you go. And I'm not seeing many more building block ideas here. Yeah, no, not really anything else there. But we've got some good ideas here. I could see maybe instead of the hyphy, maybe our design being made out of frog lights. Like maybe ochre and verdant paired next to each other, but I think that would only work if we did a little bit of a lighter color palette. Or we could do copper and oxidized copper, or some in between of the two. Let's start by just seeing how this looks. calcite looks good, but I like the verticality of the pillars a bit better. What about cyan terracotta? A little flat. But let's just see how all of it looks. It is very, 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 very flat, which isn't ideal, but I don't hate it. It's broken up pretty well by the pillars, by the archways, that kind of thing. I think it could definitely work. But, well, I don't hate it. I don't hate it. We're definitely going to put that down as an option. Let's do some smooth stone. No, too busy. That's a little too gritty. I did see, however, smooth sandstone could add a really interesting, like, second, like, new colors, new element to this build. Like the idea of, for sure. I definitely don't hate it. I don't love the white pillars on the sandstone, though. So let's just look at our building blocks. What is something else we could use as our pillar? Some kind of wood wouldn't be bad. I'll look at some stones for sure. Reinforced deep slate would be dope, but that's not exactly an option. Blackstone bricks might not make a horrible pillar. Let's try mangrove logs. It's a dope block. I wish it were. Not hating it immediately. Definitely not hating it. Let's get that back there. It doesn't look bad. I actually kind of like that. I am going to take that image out now that... So... Huh. Tiny, tiny thing. I'm gonna move this in. Maybe not that far. tiny little detail. We're gonna make this exterior, since there's no actual entrance there. And so that'll only be for, like, interior for the logs. This is not at all the most efficient way to do this, but... tiny thing, but I think it does definitely help. Maybe even if we... does that look... I do like that better. We go to the... No, we went inside the log over here. About right? No, we didn't go inside the log over here. We went next to the log over here. I think that helps. I am really liking that. How many blocks is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What if we moved our conjoined C's out here and then moved our CasualCraft logo into the center here? Boop. That's mangrove wood, but not jungle wood. I still like up close, further out, it is a little, maybe just the tiniest bit busy, but I really don't hate it. We may need the subtlety of the... Put that down a block. We may need the subtlety of just the blocks, but honestly, don't dislike that. Don't hate that. And if we could do some slightly larger C's here, whatever we end up doing, pasta, copy pasta, it's a thing. I mean, we could do some slightly bigger C's. Oh, you you said Patsa, didn't you? That's kind of cool, honestly. Although I think I want the correct C to be on the top. Like the non-inverted C. Actually, so about this idea, it works. I might be stealing it just a tiny bit. I've got a buddy named Cade Kreider. He does music, and this might be his logo. I'm not certain. I will have to speak to him about that. let's... Oh, I love this song. Like, a bunch of people use it for, didn't go all the way. No, neither of these are all the way up against the wall. A bunch of people use this particular Minecraft song for time-lapse music, and I think it's really cool. Alright. So I think we're pretty good here. We just need something for this back wall back here, which I think Sonic's original plan for this roof, I can find a center here. Looks like right here would be the center. The second time I've done that. I believe Sonic's plan for the roof was something along these lines, like the kind of this shape. So we'll work with that on the assumption that that is going to be the rough roof shape. One, two, three, four, five. So you do get ad breaks, because I feel like you weren't at one point. Wait, is somebody trying to come in the door? I think somebody keeps like opening a window or opening doors or something, and it keeps making my door clink like somebody's trying to come in. Messing with me, man. What if? We've just brought this up a couple blocks. No, wait, one more block. My roommate also said that he was going to be getting back tonight, so I'm kind of expecting someone to just kind of come in, which is fine. Give me just a second, chunk. Where's my center? Right here. Does that look symmetrical? Viewership is not going great on this stream. I'm trying to figure out a way for like this roof to just extend out over this part, but I feel like that might kind of steal the thunder of this arch here. We might not do that. I think we're gonna stick with just the original shape that I kind of worked out here. And then that just kind of extends out 2 blocks past this main structure. I think that'll be fine. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. And this can kind of connect in here. This can kind of connect in here. That's a good way to kind of cement the two buildings together, I think. I would even do that and just have a 1 block overhang or something. We'll figure that out. As for this background building, I don't hate your idea of switching out the middle window for CC, but I kind of like the very like bottom heavy feeling of just having the bottom half of those pillars be just solid and then just the little bit of decoration on the front, and then you've got the windows that are actually cut into the wall once you get further up, and I kind of like that. Honestly though, like, so the reference image for this that Sonic told me he was inspired by was the Library of Congress, right? And if you're looking at the Thomas Jefferson building, which is where the Library of Congress is housed, it has those kind of pillars on the sides, but they're not the tallest part of the building. And here they are easily the tallest part of this building. So I wonder how it might look if we just shaved this down. We had one window in the center here and just took this down like 4 or 5 blocks. I'm trying to... Yeah, I might do copper for the C's instead of hyphae or whatever they're called. I'm just trying to visualize what these might look like shortened down a little bit. I'm just not certain. No, it's hyphae. The nylium is the netherrack stuff. Let's try it with the frog lights. I think the frog lights would need to be set back into the wall. I think glowstone would be a little too busy. If I'm gonna do any light blocks, it's gonna be the frog lights. I don't hate that. Let's just try, like, oh, just really quickly overlaying this. What's that? That doesn't look bad. I like that. So then we'll go on this side and we'll set it into the wall on this side and see which one we like better. I think I like it set into the wall better. I really wish I had more CasualCraft members here to input, because this is like kind of a server thing. But it's also a weekend night, so I can understand if people are busy with their own plans. I get it. I wish I had, you know, like friends to hang out with, or no, I'm kidding. I'm joking. I actually love streaming. And if Saturday nights are the time that I get to do that, then Saturday nights are the time that I get to do that. Alright. I think this looks fairly good. I'm honestly wondering how this idea might look. I'm not hating the... No. No, I don't think so. I want something fairly flat back here. Like, I don't... Like, we've got some good stuff going on with the pillars and kind of this almost U shape here. And I don't want the back wall to distract from that. I think I want the back wall fairly flat. Cyan, absolutely not. But I think green is a little too... Like a kind of a weird color. So we got building blocks. Oh, that was something I wanted to try, was cherry logs for these pillars, but I think they're gonna be too dark. Stone bricks could be good, but I feel like stone bricks might be a little busy because of the brick texture. But let's try stone bricks. Yeah, see, that's just a little busy. What about polished deep slate bricks? Just deep slate bricks? It is. Still a little busy. And a little too close in color to the roof and the... You're right, like deep slate's what I'm looking at now. I think deep slate tiles are gonna be way too busy and too just way too busy. And again, too color matching. Let's try maybe polished blackstone. Polished blackstone? Nah. Bricks? Nah. Could maybe do packed mud or just regular, not regular bricks. Something with a polished stone, like one of these. Granite might not look bad. No, I don't want to mix anything. That's going to be way too distracting. Granite, polished granite could look really good though, I think. So let's try that. I think that's going to be too light. The granite's a little too light as well. Like, I like it, but it's also, like, super red and in your face and not very broken up. It's almost, like, simultaneously not flat enough and too flat. I feel like whatever is here is either gonna have to be like sandstone terracotta kind like level of flat, or it's gotta be like super detailed and intricate. Try in stone. Wood beams might not be bad, but no. No, I don't think it would fit very well. It's way too long, I think, and just doesn't fit super well. Yeah, I think soul soil would probably be too much, but we can give it a go. Yeah, that's a trippy pattern, but yeah, definitely too much. Um, that's not too bad. Basalt's a little too stripy, but obsidian's gonna be way too busy. Um, hacked mud, not bud. Mud, mud. We're gonna try maybe just regular terracotta. Isn't horrible. Don't like it. Don't really like it though. Just looking at it for a second. Do we try regular mud? Regular mud isn't horrible. Might kind of suck to get, but it isn't horrible. Deep slate emeralds. You're funny. I almost feel like this. Try it though. No, iron blocks can be too much of a grid. I almost feel like the mud would work better if it were just like the tiniest bit. No. I mean, it might look good, but can you imagine how hard it would be to get all... Like, we have a packed mud farm on the server, and I still think it would be, like, way too hard to get all of that. Just notice this beam is unfinished. Gonna have to fix that. Great flying entrance, I suppose you're right with that. See, when I lower it down a little bit, that does look pretty good. That does look good. I like that. I do like that. Smooth basalt is gonna be a bit too much. No, those are gonna be too like line-y, if that makes any sense. Here, I've got the perfect block. Perfect. I bet it would work with vanilla textures too. The funny thing is, you say Dragon Egg, that's feasible on CasualCraft. Like, honestly. Right? Now that would be a pain to get. I think bone blocks would be too much of a... Yeah, that's a little too line-y. What about just quartz to grid? Don't hate it. Hate it much less. It's a little too, like, stark white, though, I think. I don't think I've tried polished andesite. Not horrible, but let's try it without my resource pack on, because it does affect the andesite. Skulk, I think, would be a little... Yeah, see, the regular andesite is super grid-y. Grid makes too much of a grid. Because English is an easy language. Skulk might work. Powdered concretes is not a bad idea. Ah, that's way too busy, I think. Definitely Skulk Shriekers with my current texture pack on. For sure. This is great. I've got the orange on the bottom and the blue on the sides. No. Oh my gosh, that's trippy. Holy crap. Absolutely not. Although I like the workstation idea. Let's just see. I don't think there's going to be anything that's going to have a side texture. And lag, right. No, chests aren't full blocks, so that doesn't work. Um... Not really anything here. Cartography table. Honestly, it's a little trippy. I like this. Honey? Especially if we have this extend out a block. That would probably be wood, not logs, but whatever. I do kind of like that. I feel like this has been like 20 minutes of my stream is just me sitting here indecisive about like what block to use here. I like the dark oak though. So let's just move on from this because this is not us being super productive. Log with cherry logs. No, that's very purple. That's much more purple than I expected. Honestly, I really like this. we even? What if? That's one way to do it. Give me a second. I just had a great idea. Quartz, maybe. Definitely smooth quartz. Or let's just look at stairs. What do I have for stairs? Dark oak could work well. Copper could work well. Dark oak, I need a block and a slab. Copper, I need a block and a slab. Oh. Stupid fly. You joke. We could do it on CasualCraft. Like, no joke, it is entirely possible. Like, me and one other server member could fund it. You like my idea I'm having here? Well, if we do, it's going to be impossible to spell out the word casual if we do any bigger than this. Than 9-block alphabet. Whoops. No, I'm doing the entire word, the CasualCraft. It actually fits perfectly in the center of that. That's incredible. Now I've just gotta... CRAFT... CRAFT, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, it's a little long, but it's alright. They're all pretty close to right. 3, 4, 5. Just 5 times 3, which is 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21 blocks. Let me do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. There we go. So this is where my craft starts. See, enough space between the, yeah, for sure. See, That's right. Whoa! 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 Oh, chunk! Oh my... Oh! 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 Chunk! Oh my god! Oh my goodness! My heart genuinely, like, stopped for a second. Oh my goodness! Ah! Can't do that to me! My poor heart! I guess that works? No, I guess that's the best R I'm gonna get in a 3x3. I mean, that's what that alert is there for. I kind of asked for it when I put it there. Ah, it's just with this very, very, like, distinctly casual stream. That was not at all what I was expecting. No, that's gonna look terrible. Like, this is the closest to an R I'm getting, I'm pretty sure. I did not center that right at all. I have, what, 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks on this side, and 1, 2 blocks on this side, so everything has to come 1 block over. I actually did math for it, too. Which is like a miracle. Me doing math? Oh my goodness. There we go. I liked that quite a bit. Honestly, this was kind of like my part of the museum, and it's kind of done now. I'm thinking, I know we've only been streaming for an hour and 40 minutes, but it is now 10 o'clock. I'm thinking I might just head off for now. I don't know if anything else I would do. I don't have much of anything to do on Casual Craft. And I don't particularly want to switch to another game right now. The vertical part on the other side, honestly, I don't think I'm going to do much with those. I think it's just going to be these supports. I did need to finish this support, but I'm not too worried about the backside here because I think once the rest of the building gets finished. I'm not really feeling Hypixel on stream right now. I'm honestly thinking I might just put a movie on, clean up my dorm, and shave, get ready for tomorrow. Go to church. Always try and kind of clean myself up a little better than I do throughout the week just to go to classes. I also have some homework to do that it couldn't hurt to do, so I'm thinking we will call it right there. I am really liking this. Let's just strengthen this up a little bit. I just looked down at that and realized, hey, that's a little bit weak. No, I think any kind of lighting is going to clash with the dark oak too much and be like super obvious. That A up there's for sure off though. What about just like a sea lantern, like, in the dot of each A. That is not an A. It would sound like a lot better idea when I thought that it was a full block between the A, not 2 half blocks. No, I like this how it is, I think. No, I think I like it with the full blocks. Although honestly, I take that off. No. That no. You meant like this? No, that's gonna be like, even if I switch to stairs here, that's gonna be too like triangle-y, if you catch my drift. Too angular, maybe, is the... You're talking about like here? See, that's just too flat. Now, I like what I have here. I think this looks good. So we will go ahead... We'll have to do something about the inside here at some point, but I'd like to get, like, the entire exterior of the museum. Or at least the parts that I work on. I like to work on exterior before I work on interior. So we'll finish up the exterior of the museum and then get people to come in and do the interior. Plus, I'm bad at interior, so it's really easy for me to do my part on the exterior and then just hand it off to someone else. We've got some really talented builders on this server, and I'd love to see like a bunch of collaboration on this, especially this project specifically. Wait. We have got the exterior, at least, of the entrance to our museum finished. I am loving this. I'm thinking we're probably going to just mirror... What do you mean it's lopsided? Like the museum as a whole? I think it just feels lopsided because the museum as a whole is a little lopsided because we finished this side, not this side. Also, these need to be... Oh, I don't care about the dark oak on the inside. That's... It looks even to me. If it's not, oh well. That's probably going to get covered up in interior anyway. Yeah, I think we'll mirror the... We'll probably end up mirroring the museum over this way. Please don't. See, now I'm expecting it, so... I'm not sure what the plan is here, because, like, this... This, like, exterior frame is identical to the one in the back, but I don't think, like... This is very clearly an entrance. I don't think I want to do it mirrored. I'll talk to P-Sonic, who's kind of been heading up this idea. Right, like, I'm expecting it now. And we'll figure out what the back is, but I'm loving this. I'm thinking this is gonna shape up pretty well. So thank you to Chonk for hanging out through the entire stream. You've been here the entire time. I really appreciate that. Kit dropped in, Fiery dropped in. Thank you to you guys if you hear this. VOD is going to be up on my Twitch, and it'll eventually be up on my VOD channel. I know it's not up at the moment, but we will get it up eventually. Or probably tonight, I hope. Sorry, I'm a little distracted at the moment. I'm also going to put right here in chat. I'll put it here in chat, and it'll also be in the description on the VOD channel, a link for my Discord. If you want to go check me out over there, I would greatly appreciate it. Thank you to everyone who was hanging out. Have a good rest of your weekend, and I will see you around. Bye.